But this is really, really weird. I'm gonna show you something that you've probably already seen and then break it down a little bit further and tie it into something that I've talked about biblically. We all are aware of what took place tonight, that there was another attempt on the president. And I'll be the first one to tell you, don't do that, because it's in accordance with God's divine will. So don't do that. But check this out.
This speech tonight will be classic Donald J. Trump. It'll be funny, it'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight in the room.
So Caroline Levitt literally says that during Donald Trump's speech will be fired, which in itself is interesting. But check this out.
Quickly tell you, I was sitting next to Caroline Levitt, the press secretary's husband. He was seated right next to me, and then he kind of leaned over and said, I watched you on TV, you do a great job. You need to be very safe. And he was just very serious when he said that to me. And he kind of looked around the room and he said, there are some...
They cut her phone off. They stopped her from talking live on air. And this is the person who allegedly did this. Now, what's absolutely wild, that this random account, Henry Martinez, joined X on December 2023 and tweeted out one name, Cole, on December 21st, 2023. I took this screenshot myself and leave it to Trump to close it out and say, let the show go on. But we're not done, because my good friend Voice, who I'll tag in the description, pointed this out. Because there's a motive.
And I will say, it's not a particularly secure building. I didn't want to say this, but this is why we have to have all of the attributes of what we're planning at the White House. It's actually a larger room, and it's much more secure. It's drone-proof, it's bulletproof glass. We need the ballroom. That's why Secret Service, that's why the military are demanding it.
The White House East Wing Ballroom project, where Donald Trump fired the McCreary architects and replaced them with Shalom Bernis Associates. This ballroom, the one that has the blueprint that looks exactly like Solomon's temple. And what does Shalom Bernis Associates have experience with? Doing multiple synagogue renovations. Renovating temples. And you remember America Reads the Bible 2026, a historic call to return to God's Word that literally finished today, where Donald Trump read the Bible. And he specifically read 2 Chronicles chapter 7, verses 11 through 22. So what does 2 Chronicles chapter 7 deal with? The dedication of the temple, where the Lord appears to Solomon after Solomon finished building the temple, and the Lord gave him a vision, saying, when I shut up the heavens so that there is no rain, or command the locusts to devour the land, or send plagues among my people, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and I will forgive their sins. This is what Donald Trump read. And so is this a play to get the third temple built? I don't know. We'll see. But as Trump said, let the show go on. God bless you and Godspeed. I'll see you next time.